Have you ever experienced what I like to call food envy? You know the feeling, right?
Oh, yeah. That's right.
It's always late at night, you're on the couch, just kind of scrolling through your phone, and then bam, you stop.
That's the trap. You see it.
Exactly. A friend posts a picture of their dinner, and it just looks incredible. It's this like perfectly baked pasta dish or maybe a vibrant curry, and your reaction is so visceral. It's not just, oh, that's nice. It's, I need to eat that right now.
But then reality kicks in.
Right. You have no idea what it is. You don't have a recipe. And you don't want to be that person, messaging them at 11 p.m. asking for a list of ingredients.
So it just dies in your camera roll.
Exactly.
It's the classic gap between inspiration and, well, execution. You have the photo, but not the instructions.
Well, today we are closing that gap. We're doing a deep dive into what I'm calling the digital cookbook architect. Because it turns out there's a tool, specifically generative AI like ChatGPT, that can look at that photo and tell you exactly how to make it.
And it's more than just that. I mean,
Yeah.
we're not just talking about identifying food. We're really looking at how AI can act as a culinary analyst, almost like a detective.
A detective. I like that.
Yeah, and then it becomes a publisher. It can take that casual phone pic and turn it into this polished, stylized recipe page.
It's wild. So, okay, let's get into it. The scenario is set. I see the food. I want the food. What's my first move?
So it all starts with this image to recipe idea. Think of the AI as that culinary detective you just mentioned. You're giving it the evidence, the photo, and you're asking it to reconstruct the crime,
The delicious crime.
the delicious crime.
Okay, so walk me through the steps. I've got my photo. I open up ChatGPT. What am I even typing?
Well, you could be really direct, super simple. You just treat it like a person.
So something like, my friends shared a pic of their meal. Turn the photo into a recipe I can try.
Exactly that. You could even add, first ask me for the photo to guide it, then you upload the image.
Okay, and this is the part that fascinates me. What is the AI actually doing when it sees my photo? It's not just matching it to other pictures of lasagna, right?
No, it's way more sophisticated.
Mm.
The AI analyzes the image to identify the dish, sure, but it's also looking for the key visible ingredients, and this is the really cool part, clues about the cooking method.
How does it know if something was like fried versus baked?
It's looking for visual tells,
Hmm.
textures, char. Think about a piece of chicken.
Mhm.
Does it have grill marks? Is the skin uniformly golden and crispy, which suggests frying? Or is it browned on top, like it's been roasted? It analyzes garnishes, how glossy a sauce is, all of it.
So it's breaking down the image into all these little data points.
Precisely. It scans for those key visible ingredients. If it sees a creamy white sauce on pasta, it has to deduce, is that a bechamel or is it melted mozzarella? It uses the context of everything else in the photo to make an educated guess.
And after all that detective work, what is it giving me back?
A really structured, useful output. It then produces a likely recipe name, a full ingredients list, the step-by-step method, and sometimes even variations or serving suggestions.
I love that it says likely recipe name. Like, this appears to be a baked ziti.
Right. And it doesn't stop there.
Yeah.
It tells you to preheat the oven because it saw that brown cheese on top. It tells you to chop the fresh basil because it saw it as a garnish.
But what if my photo is, terrible? Like, it's blurry or the lighting is bad?
That's a key limitation. If the dish is unclear, the AI will provide the closest possible match. It won't just invent something. It'll usually say something like, this looks like a stew, but I can't quite make out the protein. Can you clarify?
Which brings us to a really important point.
Yeah, a critical rule, really. For this to work effectively, you must upload a clear, actual image.
There's a perfect example of what a clear image is. It's a baked pasta dish.
Right, let's picture it. It's in a white casserole dish. You can clearly see melted cheese, and you can see that it's browning on top. You can see the tomato sauce underneath, the shape of the pasta, maybe it's penne or ziti.
And a little green flecks of herbs.
Exactly, fresh basil or parsley.
Right.
And there's even a glass of white wine in the background, which gives it context. It's classy.
Very classy.
But that one image gives the AI so much information. The browning confirms baking. The sauce confirms the tomato base. The wine even suggests a potential pairing or cuisine type. Clarity is everything.
So what are we waiting for? Let's start the process.
Let's do it.
So, as mentioned, we need a clear pic of the meal.
Go on, check your camera roll. I bet you have one.
Okay, so you open our new friend, ChatGPT, and upload the image. And you just ask it straight up. Can you turn the photo into a recipe? I can try.
It analyzes the image and identifies the meal, and hey, it starts to provide the entire steps with ingredients. It feels instant.
It's like magic, but really it's just incredibly advanced pattern recognition.
Oh, and I forgot to mention, it can generate different versions of the dish based on the user's need.
Right. So if I see that baked pasta, but I'm, say, vegan.
You just add that to your request. Give me a vegan version of this. It'll identify the cheese and any meat, and then it'll suggest swaps for you in the recipe it generates, keeping the method the same.
That's so incredibly useful. But okay, let's switch gears a bit. We've talked about getting the recipe, but the whole digital cookbook architect idea implies something more, like building a collection.
Exactly. This is where we go from being a cook to being a publisher.
Right, because normally I'd just get a wall of text. It's functional, but it's not very inspiring to look at.
And that's where this gets really interesting. Now, the additional special tip,
Which is,
turning your recipe into a cooking recipe ebook.
okay, tell me more.
You can explicitly ask for the recipe to be formatted, like an ebook page or even an Instagram post, by simply stating that preference in your instructions.
So I don't have to copy and paste it into another program like Canva or something?
You don't have to. You can just ask for the output to be structured in a way that looks like a finished document. You can screenshot it and it's ready to go.
And how specific can I get with the formatting?
Super specific. You can also specify how to format the recipe book. For instance, the visual style,
Like what?
such as minimalist, premium editorial, illustrated, or realistic.
Okay, premium editorial sounds amazing, like something you'd see in a glossy food magazine.
Exactly. Or you could ask for soft pastel, or even a specific cultural aesthetic, like Tamil-inspired. You can even tell it to mimic a brand style.
That's amazing. And it's not just the look, it's the structure too.
Yep, the content structure, including specific elements like titles, ingredient lists, step-by-step methods, notes, and serving sizes.
So I could say format this recipe with a chef's tip section at the bottom.
You absolutely could. You just need to provide clear instructions regarding your preferences. You're the director of your own cookbook.
Okay, I have to ask about the reverse of this. We've talked about going from a photo to a recipe. What if I just have a recipe? Wait, so it generates a brand new image for the recipe I just gave it?
Yes. And because it just processed your text, it knows exactly what that image should look like.
That is so cool. It means I could build my own consistent personal cookbook. I can take all my random notes and turn them into these beautiful uniform pages.
That's the whole idea. You're building a personal brand for your own kitchen. Every recipe, whether it started from an Instagram photo or a text from your mom, can have the same polished look in your collection.
So there we go. There's an idea for dinner tonight.
It really is. It solves that problem of the messy screenshot folder that we all have.
Totally. Just hundreds of photos of food you swear you're going to make one day.
And this lets you actually do it. It turns that passive folder into an active one.
Let's bring it all home then. The workflow it's really just a simple loop.
A very simple loop.
Step 1, find that photo in your camera roll. The one that made you hungry.
Step 2, let the AI do its detective work. Upload it and ask for the recipe.
And then step 3, the publishing part. Be the director.
Right. Tell it exactly how you want it to look. Do you want the minimalist version? Do you want side dish suggestions? Be explicit.
It's incredible. You scroll through your camera roll, you find that one picture, and you can finally figure out how to make it.
Thanks to AI.
The gap between that looks good and I'm eating that has just never been smaller.
It really hasn't.
So give it a try. Find photo and start the process. And hey, maybe generate a nice ebook page for it while you're at it.
Happy cooking.